Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing another 2017 process video with you. This one is from my birthday week. My birthday is the 3rd of July, so I always get to share with the 4th. So you'll notice right away that everything is very patriotic. Casey got me this cute dress from ModCloth, which has like little popsicles and bomb pops on it. And he made me these really amazing birthday pies, which are blueberry and strawberry, and the crust is cut out to look like American flags. We also made these bomb pop layer drinks that we saw floating around the internet, which were really messy but festive. um, and so I'm just wanting to kind of document how much fun my birthday week was. I really got to do a lot of fun things with friends and family and with just Casey, and it was just really nice. So I wanted to make sure that I get to document as much of that as possible. I'm adding some washi tape to the bottom here. It's just the black and white polka dot from Hobby Lobby, and then I stamped from an old Kelly Purkey stamp set. We drank this, which I don't get to use very often because usually we just don't go out a lot, and also when we get coffee, it tends to be, just like an iced coffee, which is not the most beautiful thing to be documenting over and over. So it's always fun to get a chance to use that. I'm using the One Canoe 2 Creekside thickers to put 27 up there on that picture of me and my nephew because that's how old I am this year. They're really fun because the side of the thickers has kind of a blue color on the foam, which is really awesome. I've added more washi tape to the picture of the pie, and I'm going to stamp Bon Appetit so several times because I don't know, I just feel like there's a weird amount of like white space. It was originally a horizontal photo, and I didn't want to print it horizontally because I was trying to save space. But I don't actually like it vertical now that I have it printed, but that's okay. So it's not my favorite card, but that's all right. They can't they can't all be my favorite. I'm trying to decide how I want to embellish this picture of me and Casey, and I have sort of this I don't know, lovey-dovey stamp set. I can't remember what she called it, but it's old. It's from a kit a while back, and it has a couple stamps on there that are sort of that word poetry style, and I put on several different ones. So it says, "You are my favorite." Um, I believe that's what it says anyway. And I just stamp it on some Glassine Bag Scraps, and then I cut it down. And it's a little bit bigger than I want it to be. I feel like that's happening a lot recently, that the stamp is larger than I was hoping. So I'm cutting the sides down as much as I can. It's still kind of large, but that's okay. And I stick it in the corner here and just call it good for now. On the back of this picture, I've used the July Project Life card that I have been using each month now, and I'm going to add the date. And I know when my birthday is, but I'm trying to remember like the exact dates that people came over and we did different specific things. So I just decided to stamp my birthday, even though we hung out with people the night before or whatever. So I go ahead and stamp that on my label stamp here and then cut it out. And I'm going to put it, trying to decide which photo I want it behind. I kind of like the idea of doing one of those bottom 3x4s, but it didn't quite have enough room to stick all the way up. So I didn't seal the top part of this photo on the other side of the card because I wanted it to be a pocket in case I stuck anything in it. So I actually just stick the label on there. And then on the other side, I planned this out pretty particularly as well. My sister Olivia is 10, and she had thought it would be really fun to have a costume party for my birthday where we dressed up like our favorite book characters or a book character. And so I just thought that sounded like a fun idea, and she was really excited about it. So we decided to go ahead and do it. But we planned it, with only, I don't know, less than a week before the party was going to be. So there wasn't a lot of time to go out and get super over the top with our costumes, but we had a really fun time doing what we did do. And I just thought it was pretty clever what we all came up with. My mom was Holly Golightly from Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I didn't actually have a copy of the book because I think I borrowed it when I read it. So we're just using the movie, but you can see in some of the pictures we're like holding the book related to the character that we are. And then my sister Jess was like, I'm gonna be Bella Swan because that's super easy. And so she did that, but I thought it was cute because um, she kept like holding, this apple in her hand, like the cover of Twilight, and she kept like biting her lip and acting really funny because Bella's just so awkward in those movies. Um, but it just made me laugh. I thought it was clever, but also easy for her, at the last minute. And my sister Olivia wanted to be Stefano from, I don't know how you say it, Stefano or Stefano from a series of unfortunate events because she's been reading those. So she made herself a beard out of like um, cotton balls, and it was just really cute. And Casey and I were, he was the White Rabbit, and I was the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland because those were things we could do um, at the last minute. So it worked out really well. We actually spent some time at the party, like making, his like ears and different things because we weren't completely ready. You can see I used some red spotted washi tape, and I stamped on there, I like big books and I cannot lie, which is from a Kelly Purkey stamp set. I'm using the same washi tape on the other side, and then I have a strip of gold washi tape, and it's actually the very last part from the roll, so you could tell the back had that cardboard stuck to it. But I just use my adhesive roller because I don't feel like there's any reason to like throw that piece away. I can still use it. So I just stick it down on top of more red washi tape, and then use some foam stars from a Dear Lizzy sticker set and put them on there. I'm using another Kelly Purkey stamp that says it's a love story, and I'm putting it on the back of that tag because I don't want it to, or tab, excuse me, because I don't want it to be boring on the other side. And now I'm just looking for some small gold or black stickers to embellish some of the remaining pictures. It's kind of hard to embellish 2x2 photos because they're just so small as it is. Um, but I have this Maggie Holmes Bloom washi sticker set, and I also have these little sticker sets from Michaels. And they're really old, so I don't think I can link them in, but they just have different black, white, and gold elements on them, and they're all really small. So I'm using some stars and some little like triangular, I don't know, I think they're supposed to be the feathery parts at the end of an arrow, but I'm not sure. And I'm using some hearts on the other side. So just kind of adding some really small embellishments to make it look a little more finished. I feel like sometimes when I do these pockets with the 2x2s, if I use all pictures especially, that it just looks really photo heavy and kind of boring if you don't embellish. So I'm also using the Maggie Holmes Bloom washi stickers, and they have just different phrases like adorable and things like that. So I decided to use them on the 4 outside photos. And I really like how that turned out. I'm wanting to do some more journaling just because it was such a fun party and such a fun idea. We really had a good time just hanging out, and we watched Alice in Wonderland, and then we watched Charlie's Angels and braided our hair and did all kinds of things. So it was fun. Oh, I guess I forgot to say my nephew was Harry Potter. Just did baby Harry Potter, so he was laying in a flannel shirt, and she put a little lightning bolt on his head. So I'm stamping this tag with some more of those book stamps from Kelly Purkey. There's kind of like a library card header with lines where you put like the date and the title and whatever. So I put that on the top. I'm using more of the red washi tape, and then over the tape I am stamping this line of books, which is from the same stamp set. And I actually decided to do it on both sides. And I think that turns out pretty cute, and then I can just do my journaling. And again, I'm going to reference my planner because I don't remember what exact date this was. I think it was several days before my birthday, so it was actually in June. I guess I don't really need to be exact, but I wanted to. So I'm just adding my journaling to the lines, and then on the back I'll do more about like what we actually did. Because I want to have something to look back on and read related to the party. And I go ahead and stick that behind this 4x6, and then I'm trying to decide if I want it sticking up with a string in it or if I want to use a clip, and I decided to use a clip so that way I'll know it's back there. I have this little clothes hanger clip, which I think is from a brand called like Shop DIY. I don't know. I got it at TJ Maxx, but I think that Studio Calico has them right now. So you can see the final pages here. I like how they turned out. I like how everything sort of had a color scheme going. It was a really fun week, and so I was so happy to document it. And I just really had fun with this one. So let me know what you guys do with those funny 2x2 page protectors, and what you guys are working on right now. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.